Welcome to the Manifestation Babe podcast. My name is Catherine Zinkina, and I'm a manifestation expert, master mindset coach, and multiple seven-figure entrepreneur. I'm obsessed with helping you achieve everything that you once thought was impossible. If you're looking to massively up-level your life, your finances, your relationships, your productivity and success, then you have come to the right place. My goal in this podcast is to help you see the infinite potential within yourself to be, do, and have anything that your heart desires. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of mindset development to help you maximize who you are and where you're going. Leave it to me to provide you with the tools, the resources, the strategies, and teachings that you need to manifest a reality wilder than your wildest dreams. I know we're about to have so much fun together, so thank you so much for pushing play today, and now let's begin. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the Manifestation Babe podcast. I am so pumped right now, so pumped, because yes, I know you've heard me talking about this all month, but guess what? Today's October 31st, which means the day is officially here. The Manifestation Babe Academy is officially open, and I hope you are running for that enrollment button, especially if you're someone who this entire time has been like, I know that I'm in. I know that I'm in. I know how you feel right now also, though, because I have made a lot of investments in my time, going from where I used to be on my grandma's couch, super broke, made $9,000 in the whole freaking year, yet investing like a millionaire somehow. I don't know how. I just had that mindset. And I was willing to do whatever it took. And it got me to making $600,000 the next year, to 1.8 million, to 2.6 million, to 3.5 million, to 7 million. And who knows where 2022 is going to take us so far. But so far, so good. We're on track for some really good shit. And I know that at the brink of every investment, especially when it's one that like I know that I need to be in, not like, oh, that sounds great. Okay, fine, I'll enroll. I don't know about you, but anytime I was in that kind of attitude or it was that kind of investment, I never freaking opened the course to begin with. Some like, I don't know, $50, $99. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just I didn't have any skin in the game. And so I never really did anything with it. I never felt something about it. It didn't feel like on the edge or on the other side of that investment. Like it was something that was good to have done, right? And something that didn't feel good to do in the process anyway. That's like whatever. But those investments where I just know that there's something in there that I need that is making me uncomfortable right now. Not uncomfortable in a bad way. It's not uncomfortable as in like a sign that you shouldn't do it. It's uncomfortable in that a part of me, the limiting part of me, needs to die in order for me to become who I'm really meant to become. I'm currently working with a coach. I've done some crazy one-on-one sessions through rapid resolution therapy. I always mix them up. Jesus, I don't know why. I've done some crazy investments in my time, and very recently just hired a personal trainer. I mean, so many things that have made me uncomfortable in the good way, meaning, oh crap, like I actually have to go downstairs at 8 a.m. and work out after being up with a baby all night. Okay. Or, oh my God, I really committed a whole year to working one-on-one with this person who's not going to let me play small. Okay. Or, wow, I really committed myself to rewiring something that happened to me as a baby. Oh my gosh, on the edge, right before I made each of every one of those investments, I felt that. I felt that discomfort. I felt that uncertainty and doubt and fear of the what ifs. But the thing is that playing into those energies never served anybody. Playing into those energies is a sign that there's something wrong or it's not meant to happen or it's a bad thing. only leads us to keep living the same life over and over and over again. And I don't know about you, but like one of my biggest motivators is for me to live a completely different life this time next year. So every single year, and I chose this year my marker to be my birthday because me and Brennan set some big goals from October 15th of this year to October 15th of the next year. And my goal always is to live a completely different life. Each year on October 15th, when I look back, I go, holy crap, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I was scared shitless. And it may have been a little nerve-wracking to send that money over or to push that enrollment button or to text that person or to say I'm in or to join that mastermind or whatever it is. But because of that decision, when I made that decision coming from my future self who made it the easiest decision in the world, because of that, I'm living that life of my future self right then and there. A question for anybody who is wondering, is MBA right for me? There's a beautiful question that I learned in rapid resolution therapy, which is I want you to ask yourself this question, journal on it, feel into it, truthfully, truly. Actually do this. Ask yourself, how would it feel to have done MBA? Not to do, not to enroll, to have done it. Okay. I want you to pull from your intuition. Your intuition always knows best. You know what's in alignment for you. But I want you to look at your life 1 year from today and ask yourself, how would it feel to have done MBA? Okay. So whatever, October 31st, 2023, how would it feel to have done MBA, and see what comes through that and make a decision from whatever you get from your future self, not the self that's uncertain and has doubt right now. Because trust me, I know this game. People look at me and think like I never feel doubt and everything's perfect and I'm always certain. You guys, I have the exact same emotions as anybody else. I know this game. And I think what is the difference between my past self, I don't want to compare myself to anybody else. And I don't want you to compare yourself to anybody else. Always compare yourself to your past self or to your future self. Honestly, those are your only two options. You have you in the past and you in the future and you in the now. And you in the now is the one who's making decisions. So I just want you to always, look at your future self and see the decisions that they made, and look at your past self and see how you can be different now. See the results that your past self has created and ask yourself, do I want to recreate that? No, I don't. Future self, do I like your life? Yes. What did you do? What did you say yes to? How did you do it? What did you commit to? That's the kind of energy that's going to create some bomb.com results for you. So MBA is officially open. I am jumping off. I know I don't sound like it. I probably sound a little more tired than I normally sound in probably since August 6th when I gave birth to my son. Like I said, we chose, this is a conscious choice, not to have a night nanny. We're still figuring out our daytime nanny situation. So right now it's just me and Brennan juggling business and a baby. It's just us figuring it out. And so I know I might not sound that excited, but I promise that I am. And like I said, Manifestation Babe Academy, it is my all-in-one, one-stop shop to master manifestation. You don't have to go anywhere else. I'm not going to give you the upsell. There's no second program. It's literally the gift that keeps on giving. I just keep adding to it. I keep perfecting it. Every time my skill sets improve, I just keep adding more and more or shifting things and just making the same program over and over and over again perfect. And you get lifetime access to that. So you get to be part of the perfection process. It's not that you're like, oh man, I wish I would get the 2024 version of MBA. Guess what? You already do. By enrolling once, you get every version of MBA in the future forever and ever and ever included in your one-time enrollment fee. Now, the Manifestation Babe Collective is slightly different. I look at it as continuing education, continuing support. But the manifestation content, like the core content of everything you need to manifest your dream life, is inside of MBA. That might sound too good to be true. I get it. I get it. As I said in a previous episode, that is my style. My style is to give you something that sounds too good to be true and actually make it true. So that it's not too good to be true. It actually is the reality that you experience. My goal is for you to be blown away. And my goal is for your reality or your dreams to be blown away by your reality. Your reality is so good, you can't even dream of something better. How does that sound? That's my intention. That is my goal for every single one of you. So if you're like, F yes, I'm in, you know where to go, manifestationbabe.com/MBA. Again, that's manifestationbabe.com/MBA. And we're only enrolling until November 4th. Let me just confirm that on my calendar. Yes, November 4th at midnight. So at midnight, the doors close. There's no sneaking in. Don't be one of those people that DMs me on Saturday morning on the 5th and goes, can I still get in? Because unfortunately, my team and I have a boundary because we go into service mode. As soon as November 5th comes around, we are serving our students. We're no longer selling. So we take it seriously, and I hope you take it seriously too. And I cannot wait to see you inside. I know this next cohort, this next round is going to be so juicy. I can already feel everybody who's signing up. That's something I love to do, is to connect with the souls who are in. It's really exciting. They're great people. Can't wait to have you. Now, in today's episode, as my title suggests, the universe doesn't give a shit about the financial market. So I am dropping another MBA Q&A session where I answered a question. I actually don't think I included the question this time, but it was basically a student asking me about the financial market and how the housing market is crazy and how they're giving up hope on manifesting their dream house. And basically, this goes to show you, like, this is my response to any kind of financial market. I'm talking about anything 3D, all right? Universal laws are more powerful than human circumstances, than the market, than the recession, than anything that anybody says. There's always someone winning. That's the thing. In every single recession, first of all, recessions make more millionaires than any other time in time. And there is no, what was I going to say? Hold on. There's something powerful I was going to say, and it just slipped my mind. So don't worry about that. Anyway, this goes for recessions. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. There's always someone winning in a recession. There's always someone killing it. Who says that that cannot be you? There's always someone who gets a crazy good deal on a house in a crazy financial market. Who says that you can't get a crazy good deal on your house? Who says? I want to know. Okay? Because it's not written in a tablet. It's not written in a cave. It's not written in the sky. Right? God didn't say it. The universe didn't say it. They didn't say, like, this person gets a good deal, this person gets a bad deal. No, there's no one who determines your reality but you. So listen up, listen in, tune in. I think you're going to love this answer and enjoy.
The universe does not give a shit about markets. The universe does not give a shit about what's available, what's not available. It only gives a shit about your desire. So right now you're stuck in a very microscopic view. So I don't remember if I shared this yet. At some point in NBA, I give the analogy or metaphor of how the universe has a telescopic view and we have a microscopic view. So based on what the media is telling us, based on what the societal story is, based on what we see in our physical reality, whatever pattern is playing out, we can get so stuck in the microscopic view of like, this is the how, right? And this is all I get. And this sucks and blah, 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 blah. And we get into this like victimhood mentality when it comes to our desires, which is where a lot of people are stuck right now. So getting sucked into the how is the fastest way to shut down the manifestation of your perfect house, okay? House hunting can be a struggle for everyone right now who believes it has to be a struggle, who believes it has to be overpriced, who believes there's not enough inventory, who believes that everything has to be compromised, that people are outbidding one another, and yet it can fall perfectly together for you, okay? I want to share an example of this. So my two best friends recently moved to Scottsdale, where the market is a fucking zoo. Okay. It's a zoo and a half. It's crazy, just like everywhere. And I love their manifestation because what ended up happening for them is that they completely released the how. They completely released the timing. They just knew that the perfect home in the way that they wanted it for the price that they wanted it was going to show up. And the universe led them, inspired action, to check Zillow or wherever they found it one more time, one random night. And they found this house. And surprisingly, it was still there. And they drove the next day, or he drove the next day to go check it out. And right away, they put in their application. And they got it like this. And what they ended up manifesting was a home coming up on the market from a family who priced it basically right at the mortgage price, where they had no interest in really marking it up. They just wanted a good family to live in the house and take care of it. That's it. That's all they wanted. And this house could go so much easily, way, way, way more than their rent, but they got exactly the price that they wanted to pay for it. They got exactly the square, like literally everything is fucking perfect. While every other house and every other person is struggling around them, they manifested exactly what they want for exactly the price that they wanted, because they manifested a seller in a different circumstance and in a different mindset than where everyone else is at this moment. So we are attracting what we believe is possible for us. So if you think that you have to go and compete with a bunch of people, then guess what? There's going to be a million fucking offers for the house that you want. If you believe that everything is overpriced right now, then guess what? You're only going to be seeing overpriced houses. You're only going to be seeing fixer uppers. You're going to completely miss these weird cases where people are, where houses come available, or things, just apply this to anything, right? Where things come available in specific circumstances that are perfectly in alignment with your circumstances. But our subconscious mind delete and distort everything that prevents us from seeing this. So all that we're seeing is what everyone else is seeing. But we're not everyone else, guys. We know the power of manifestation. So anyway, they set their intentions and they allow the universe to show up with that house without forcing anything or getting into the shit show of the how. So here's the thing. You never know what's going to show up tomorrow, literally right underneath your nose. That's what your belief system has to be, that anything and everything is possible for me and my family. Like, guys, literally tomorrow, out of nowhere, someone could just die that you don't even know, that supposedly was somehow connected to you, and they had $100 million and you just inherited $100 million and it got deposited into your bank account. Like anything can happen, right? That's one of my favorite scenarios to imagine, especially when I'm feeling very limited in the how and getting really sucked into control and getting really sucked into the how, is I remind myself that those circumstances happen, that those things happen, right? That anything and everything is possible. And as long as you are focused and as long as you're guided and as long as you just cut all the noise out, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna work out. But as long as you're stuck in the story, you're already spiraling, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up paying something that you don't want to pay, or living somewhere where you don't want to live. And that's not the fucking point. You're a manifester. So you have to start looking at this from the perspective of a manifester, of anything and everything is possible for me. Okay?
Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up the extra inspiration on Instagram by following @ManifestationBabe or visiting my website at manifestationbabe.com. I love and adore you so much and can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out there and manifest some magic.